All right, let's push forward. Let's talk about the not so mystery, mystery piece of the Xbox showcase coming down on June 9th. Basically, at this point, guys, it's Call of Duty. Let's be honest. Literally, let's just call a spade a spade. It's Call of Duty. We don't have to, lie to kick it. The second portion, the direct that was similar to Starfield direct last year, most likely certainly will be Call of Duty direct. Apparently people are touting a Black Ops 5 in that case, and based on the details that we've got so far that are either confirmed or rumored, I'll go down the list of some of them here. Again, apparently this has been the longest developed Call of Duty time ever. Apparently this is like some of the most time that developers had to work on it, set in the Gulf War era. Again, just apparently it just fits Black Ops, right? It just looks like Black Ops. We have some rumors that we're apparently seeing firing range coming back, 50 plus weapons at launch, longer tactical sprint times, shooting while diving, so dolphin dive will come back in certain mechanics, a mechanic to use enemies as covers and meat shields, and just a lot of different things that we may see. So this could be a big year, as we said earlier, for Call of Duty. Let's break it down. How are you feeling about Call of Duty's chances, Black Ops 5's chances, and what we might see at the reveal in June?
I think a Call of Duty with time is a scary sight for the shooter scene. I think a Call of Duty with care is a scary sight. I am very, very excited to see what they come up with, and I'm a Call of Duty hater. Like, I really do shit on it, but it's mostly just because as an old fan of Call of Duty, I knew how good it could be. I remember spending hours on even one of the worst games, even playing Modern Warfare 3, playing that Spec Ops shit. People used to play hours of Zombies. I used to play hours of Spec Ops. I used to enjoy Zombies. There's so many things that I really enjoyed about these games, but the problem is that the people just got complacent with being at the top, and it's similar to a WWE situation where when you have no real competition, you can really just get away with doing nothing, and people are still going to eat it up. So hearing that they're putting some work in, that they're putting some time in, they're actually trying to make this game really good is exciting. And I think that making it more than just a BR with campaigns and shit as a feature, and making these games a little bit more rounded with more identity, I think it's going to be great. Because I feel like since Modern Warfare, after Modern Warfare 1, the remake in 2019, the next 3 games were all just Modern Warfare slightly different. And it just didn't really make me want to, what's the purpose of buying that when I could just download Warzone and just play Warzone? What's the purpose of spending that money when I could just play Warzone for free? So I hope they do something good with the game this year. I'm not going to hold my breath whatsoever. They will have to wow me themselves. And here's hoping they do actually create something that is worthwhile.
Yeah. I am not a Call of Duty hater. I will shit on Call of Duty when it's warranted because it's gone downhill over the past few years. I do not enjoy it as much as I once did. I used to be one of the fiercest Call of Duty fiends that you have ever seen on this planet. I've since then recovered for the most part, but I will again echo Wen's points. When Call of Duty is actually shown care, when they're given time to work and under the knife and really create something that is at least a decent iteration forward. Didn't have to necessarily be innovative, but a decent iteration forward, and in the package that surrounds it, in the systems and the online play, the game modes, the content funnel. If that's honed in, if that's focused, if that's very well cared after in the build up to release, then it's a scary sight for games in general, not just shooters, but specifically shooters. But yeah, games in general. Call of Duty on its day, it is hands down one of the best franchises of all time, and I will stamp money on that, bro. From single player campaign moments to their third tacked on game modes like a Spec Ops or a Zombies, and multiplayer specifically. They're innovators of the online scene. They are forefathers of what gaming is today. They, on the value of the name alone, it's been able to survive because of what they've built, the quality that they put into their games earlier on. Now with this, we're at a turning point, bruh. Not only with Call of Duty in and of itself, but Xbox and their ownership over Call of Duty. It's showing that we are not only giving, investment and, backing to give Call of Duty the time it needs to grow from the Xbox front, but also Call of Duty proving that, we can still put on and create an experience that nobody else can match when we're on our day, that Apex can't match, that Valorant can't match, that this game can't match, that game can't match. They have to. I think they got to show up and prove, in my opinion, especially with not only the game state being lacking from the last Call of Duty. Think about the content funnel. Think about how Zombies was abandoned. Think about how the game was just a consistent rehash of the Modern Warfare stuff that came before. Think about how, it just felt lackluster. Modern Warfare 3 did. It felt lackluster at the end of the day. Not only to mention that, but the problems on top of that with, cheaters, hackers, Warzone changes being all, all out of whack sometimes. There's so many inconsistencies with that experience and what they've offered there. There is so much to address, and a good Call of Duty can automatically just jumpstart and put all those things to bed. It can put a lot of those things to bed. This is one I think that's very important, and in my opinion, I wouldn't trust any other company in Call of Duty or Activision's banner than Treyarch to do something like this, to be the pressure, the pressure player. When the time is tough and somebody got to call for the ball in their banner. I think it has to be Treyarch. I think it does. They've provided enough of a differentiable experience across all of their games in comparison to other Call of Duties that they've pushed that tempo when it was time to really have solid, like the exo movement stuff. Some people were here and there at the time, but Black Ops 3 and 4 were probably some of the best uses of it in Call of Duty in general when that wave was coming through. Just Zombies mode was the innovator that sparked a whole lot of different shit in the gaming space in general. Treyarch knows how to create new in Call of Duty. Treyarch knows how to instill fresh in Call of Duty better than Infinity Ward, better than Sledgehammer, better than anybody else who's worked on Call of Duty up to this point in time. Again, with their leaders, there are some people that have left. Again, like Jason Blundell has left for the Zombies modes. I don't know if Vonderhaar's still there. I don't know if Vonderhaar is still there for the Black Ops stuff. He might be, he might not be. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the leadership may be slightly adjusted, but I know a lot of talent probably still is there. Call of Duty has a big opportunity, bro, to make it very much what it's supposed to be. Again, fun, engaging, a very much just all-encompassing, all-action type of game that doesn't force force a lot of mediocrity in their gameplay to the player base that's on it, bro. They have a big chance. I will never fully count out Call of Duty. I will have my criticism because I love it so much at the end of the day, but Black Ops 5, the next Black Ops Gulf War, whatever you want to call it, they have a big chance, and I have some level of expectation that they're going to show a lot. They're going to show a lot in June, and they have a really big opportunity to turn a corner on what's been a bit of a skid over the past few years, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think and it's almost impossible to ever really count Call of Duty out because of how big that company and corporation is. Mm-hmm. But I cannot sit here and act like I have not been hitting snooze on the Call of Duty resurgence every single year. Every single year something comes out and I'm like, oh, maybe they might actually do something cool this year, and I'm not impressed. So hopefully I will be wrong one of these days, but I'm not even like scared of being proved wrong at this point. Like, I'd actually be surprised if they proved me wrong. It'd be like your really small 3-year-old cousin beating you in a game of Mario Kart. Like, you've just been shitting on it for so long that I would love for him to win, just to like be like, oh, you got it, you actually did it.
Nah, I hear it, man. We're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see come summertime.